Welcome back to the Global AI Conference Students Track. And our next session is How Azure Form Recognizer Can Transform Your Business by Salim. So, if you're looking to revolutionize your business operation with the power of AI, this session is for you. So, Salim is going to explore how Azure Form Recognizer can significantly impact business processes by automating data extractions from various forms, invoices, receipts, and documents. So we plan to have this discussion that will begin with an introduction to Azure Form Recognizer, highlighting its core features, including form layout analysis, key value pair extractions, and custom model training. So Salim, we are curious for you to explore the integration possibilities with Azure services that and demonstrate how you can build end-to-end solutions that incorporate Azure Form Recognizer. So Salim has highlighted that whether you are in finance, healthcare, or any other industry, you will discover practical insights on how to harness the powerful tool to drive efficiency. So welcome, Salim. Are you there?
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Hi, Salim. I can see that you're a Gold Microsoft Land Student Ambassador. Awesome.
Can you hear me, please?
Hi.
All right. Good afternoon. It's afternoon here in Nigeria. How's it going?
You're from Nigeria? Sorry, your
Yes, I
voice is
am.
a
I
little
am.
bit low.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, clearly.
All right, awesome.
Welcome. The stage is yours, Salim.
Um, Thank you
Your
very much.
camera
Can
is
I share my
your
screen
camera is
now?
off. Yeah, you can share your screen as you turn on your camera and you're sharing your slides.
My camera. Is it any better now?
No, it's still off.
Give me a second, please.
Okay, you can just share your screen as you have a brief introduction about you
All right.
and you can start. Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. We can see you.
All right. I'll share my screen now.
Okay. Welcome.
Let me know when you can see my screen, please.
Yes, yes.
All right. Um, my name is Salim Oyinlola, and I'll be talking about how the Azure Form Recognizer can transform your business. Um, all right. My name is Salim Oyinlola, like I said earlier. I'm a Gold Microsoft Lens Student Ambassador, and I'm also a GitHub Campus expert from Lagos in Nigeria. Here, I build AI solutions with Python and Microsoft Azure, basically in a bid to solve some of the world's problem. I did not mention it on the slide, but I'm really passionate about the Sustainable Development Goals, and one of my life goals would be to provide solutions to one of the Sustainable Development Goals using artificial intelligence. I am Microsoft certified as Azure AI engineer associate. And as you're going to see as I go through the entirety of my slide, I live for a for a good storytelling experience. I am a big advocate for storytelling. I believe that with storytelling, you could tell the most amazing. You could communicate the most amazing information out there with a good story. Because by nature of how we are as human beings, we remember stories, although we might forget facts. I've also taken the liberty of adding my social media pages on X, Salim Oyinlola, and on LinkedIn, Salim Oyinlola. By the end of the session, you're going to learn the technical aspects of Azure Form Recognizer. You're going to understand the experience through numerous use cases. I've taken the time out to list a couple of use cases across different industries. I'm going to have a short live demonstration and code example that illustrates how to integrate the Azure Form Recognizer into applications and workflows. Here's a brief agenda of how the slides will go. I'm going to have a brief introduction where I add a bit of context about artificial intelligence and a bit of machine learning. I'm going to explore the Azure Cognitive Services, the Azure Applied AI Services. I reckon both of them now serve as the Azure AI Service now. Then I'm going to talk about the Azure Form Recognizer. Then I'm going to talk about the use cases across different businesses, and then we're going to have a short demo. So we see here that unlike the previous slide, I've in July 2023 there was a couple of changes such that the Azure Cognitive Service and the Azure Applied AI Service became the Azure AI Service, and then the Azure Form Recognizer was renamed into the Azure AI Document Intelligence Service. So in reality, as opposed to actually talking about the Azure Form Recognizer, today I'm actually going to be speaking about the Azure AI Document Intelligence Service. So what is machine learning? I'm going to be talking about machine learning as a subset of artificial intelligence. Machine learning is no more than allowing computers learn without being explicitly programmed. As humans, we learn from examples. Similarly, computers also learn from examples. Machine learning is the process of you learning from example without being explicitly told what to do. By just showing a series of examples of, in this situation you do this, in that situation I did that. The computer is then able to learn from example, which is data sets, and then make more intelligent decisions moving forward. There are plethora of machine learning models. However, the most common ones include regression model, which implies having your machine learning model to predict a continuous value. Classification, which is training your machine learning model or computer to have a machine learning model such that it can classify between two or more different classes. We have a clustering algorithm. I reckon that the biggest example, the biggest application for the clustering algorithm would be some sort of cluster, whether you're trying to group a couple of items who have similar features together, grouping them together is where you have clustering. And anomaly is trying to bring out the one that's different from, similar to what anomaly means in the English term. That's what anomaly detection implies. All four of them are machine learning models. Now, the Azure AI services, there are a couple of AI services that allow you make intelligent apps. Apps are AI powered, and I'm going to explore what each of them do at a very high level. First of all, we have the Azure OpenAI. Azure OpenAI performs a wide variety of natural language tasks. Obviously, the OpenAI boom has been out there recently, and the Azure OpenAI integrates allows you to use OpenAI services with the Azure infrastructure using the data centers. Furthermore, we have the speech, which allows you to have speech to text, text to speech, translation, and speaker recognition. The language service allows you to build industrial leading natural language understanding capabilities. With this one, you can build a plethora of applications that have intelligent language services. You could translate between more than 100 languages and dialects. The interesting thing about the translator is you could even custom your own language such that you could train your own machine learning model and then can then understand a new language and then translate between that language and some other language. Then vision, you can analyze the content, images, and videos. This implies giving your computer the ability to see and analyze what it has seen, be it images or videos. Custom vision. Now, custom vision implies customizing your image recognition to fit your own business. I'm going to see something similar later on in this slide. Now, face. With face, you're able to detect and identify people and emotions within images. Unlike the vision, where you just see the vision, where you just see the person, or you just see what is in the image, with face, you get to see individual faces and can gain more insights from those faces. Content safety. Obviously, in spite of how amazing things in AI are going, there is still a need for us to have some sort of moderation in terms of the content, thereby detecting unwanted content, and Azure AI allows you to do that. Furthermore, you can create your bot and connect them across services. That's a bot service. And like we're going to see on this session, you can turn your document into usable data at a fraction of the time and costs. More on that later on. We have the Azure AI Cognitive Service, which allows you bring AI-powered cloud search to your mobile and web app. You have your video indexer, which is no different from your image, from your vision service. However, with video indexer, you have it for images. Then we have the immersive reader, which helps users read and comprehend text. Now let's talk about the Azure AI Document Intelligence Service. This service is a cloud-based AI service that enables you to build intelligent document processing solutions, whereby you have a large chunk, not necessarily large, but then you have a chunk of data, chunk of documents, and then you want to bring out intelligent insights from that data. The Azure AI Document Intelligence is your go-to, whereby you have massive amounts of data spanning a variety of data types stored in forms of documents. With the Azure Intelligence Document Intelligence Service, it enables you to effectively manage the data that has been collected and it gives you the key to improve your operations and make informed data-driven decisions and enlighten innovation. Now we have three major models in the Azure Document Intelligence model. You have the document analysis model, you have the pre-built model, and the custom model. I'm going to talk about each and every one of them in the next couple of slides. With the document analysis model, this enables text extraction from forms and documents, and then it returns structured business-ready content ready for your organization's actions, views, or project or progress. With this, let's say you have a document, you can then extract, perhaps be it printed or handwritten text and documents, being able to read it, and then extracting the text and document structure with the layout feature. The read is quite synonymous to the optical character recognition, such that you can have a document and be able to extract the printed or handwritten text of it. Now, with the previous model, it's a couple of forms that are quite common. It enables you to add intelligent document processing to your apps and flows without having to train or build your own model. These models are there already. You don't have to build or train your own. You just have to use the ones that already exist. Some of the common ones is the invoice one. With invoice, you get to extract customer and vendor details. With your receipts, you can extract sales transaction details. Identity, being able to extract identification and verification details of forms. Same goes with the health insurance card. This is quite interesting because later on, we have one of the use cases uses the health insurance card pre-built model. You have the contracts as well, being able to bring out to extract agreements and party details from contracts. Then we have a couple of US tax forms that have been added underneath here. All of these are pre-built models that can be simply used. They've been built already. That takes out the the stress of having to build the model yourself. And then let's say these models, you don't find one that meets your exact use case. Azure makes it such that you can customize your own model and train them on your label data sets to extract distinct data from the forms and documents specific to your use case. And we see a couple, there's a template for static layout, and then we have one where you can extract data with a collection of models. That is, you're joining together a couple of models. Now you're probably wondering at this point, if I were to train it, how do I even know, oh, is this a receipt, or is this an invoice, or is this so and so form, or this and that form? Well, in that regard, you have the classification model whereby you can customize your classifier to first identify the document type before taking out the information from the document type. Now, let's answer the rhetorical question that's the title of this session: How Azure Form Recognizer can transform your business. Meet Carlos. Hello, Carlos. Carlos is a financial analyst that utilizes Azure AI document intelligence to streamline the company's document processing workflow. Now, Carlos works for the Global FinTech Solutions Limited, and let's gain more insight about how Carlos uses the Azure AI document intelligence service for his use case. Now, with the document analysis model, Carlos extracts critical financial data from a variety of documents, enhancing the efficiency of the auditing process. As we said earlier, Carlos is a financial analyst. His work is to audit firms, audit the accounts record books of firms. Now, using the previous models such as the invoice and US tax 1099 form extraction, Carlos gets to save time and resources by automating the extraction of customer and vendor details as well as tax-related information. This enables his company, the Global FinTech Solution, to improve accuracy and compliance in financial reporting. Now, hasn't this improved the business model? I say it has. Furthermore, the custom models further enhance their capability by allowing the creation of specialized extraction models tailored for the unique requirements of the financial documents. As you reckon, for sure, it's not all of the documents that are used in Carlos's company that has been created. However, using Azure AI Document Intelligence Service, Carlos can then build customized model that fits his use case. This seamless integration has not only increased the speed of document processing, but I reckon that it has also empowered Carlos and Carlos's team to make more informed data-driven decisions, reinforcing their position as a pioneer in financial technology. Miss Fatima. Fatima is a medical record specialist who uses the pre-built models to extract vital information from medical documents such as the health insurance cards and patient identification. As I mentioned earlier, the health insurance cards is I talked about it earlier on. Now, the company that Fatima works for is the Health Tech Innovation Inc. Now, this use case has to do with healthcare providers, whereby Fatima can thereby extract patient data from forms that have been submitted to her. Using the custom model that comes into play when dealing with complex medical records with unique layouts, she can get to use the custom neural model to extract data from mixed type documents, ensuring accurate and rapid processing of diverse patient records. The custom templates features proves invaluable in extracting data from static layouts commonly found in medical forms, like the forms that Fatima have to deal with on a day-to-day, contributing to a more organized and standardized patient data management system. Furthermore, by leveraging Azure AI Document Intelligence, the company, which is Health Tech Innovations Inc., not only enhances patient data security and compliance, but also accelerates the delivery of healthcare services, marking a significant advancement in healthcare information. Now, we've seen how someone in the finance industry uses the Azure Form Recognizer. We have now seen how someone in the healthcare industry uses the Azure Form Recognizer. Up next, meet Chinedu. Chinedu is a legal assistant who utilizes the read feature of document analysis models to extract printed and handwritten text from legal agreements. I reckon that you're going to agree with me that legal agreements are usually quite lengthy, and having to get the details of them manually will be quite stress. Now, the company that Chinedu works for is the Legal East Solutions LLP, and the legal firm they deal in contract management optimization, as you see in this use case. Now, using the previews contracts feature, she simplifies the extraction of agreements and party details, thereby reducing the manual effort and minimizing the risk of error. Obviously, Chinedu is human, he might make errors. However, with the Azure Form Recognizers, it minimizes the risk of these errors. The custom models play a crucial role in handling contracts with unique format. The custom compose features allows Alex to Chinedu rather to combine standalone custom models, ensuring a comprehensive extraction of data from a variety of legal documents. This ensures a quick and accurate review of contract terms and conditions. Now, what does Chinedu do, you ask? Furthermore, the use of the custom classifier helps his company identify specific document types before invoking extraction models and streamlining their document management workflow. Our fourth use case, meet Yuki. Yuki is a procurement specialist who utilizes the document analysis model to extract essential details from purchase orders, enhancing the speed and accuracy of our model supply chain operations. Now we see that she uses the pre-built invoice feature, which proves invaluable in automatically extracting customer and vendor details from invoices, ensuring seamless order fulfillment. The custom models further enhance the system by enabling the creation of specific extraction models for unique purchase order formats, improving the adaptability of the entire process. Now, Miss Mike, our last use case. Mike uses the Mike is an HR specialist who leverages the read features to extract information from resumes and application forms, expediting the recruitment and onboarding process. Now, a bit of detail of what Mike does. He uses the previous model, such as identity and health insurance card extraction, to streamline the extraction of crucial employee details, ensuring accuracy in personnel records. This custom model that he uses allow for the creation of specialized extraction models to cater to the needs of unique document requirements of different industries and job roles. The implementation of the Azure AI document intelligence not only accelerates the onboarding process but also enhances the overall candidate experience, positioning the consultancy as the preferred choice for clients and job seekers. Now, with these five use cases, we've seen across each and every one of them that they've been able to improve their businesses or perhaps the business model that they work with such that they can have a better business model. Right now, I'm going to work on the demo. Now, here in the Microsoft's learning repository, we find I work with Python, so this is a Python repository. And just to, we're going to have a simple walkthrough of the code in the last couple of minutes we have left. Now, using the test model, when we go through using the train model, it's very important that you note that you first have to train the model you're going to work with before testing the model. Now, to train the model, it's important to create an Azure resource in your Azure for Student account. Having done that, you're going to create an Azure Document Intelligence resource. Now, having done that, you're going to come to your .env. This repository is available publicly. You can then come here and go to input your endpoints, your keys, and your storage URL. Your storage URL, your storage account is where you're going to store the data sets, which contains the forms and the respective JSON files that have the target variables. And basically, you're going to get the URI of the storage resource you had created. Having imputed there, let's go to the Python file. The very first thing to do is to import the necessary libraries. Having done that, it's important to communicate with the environment variables that have been created earlier. That's the form key, the end key point, and the data variable. I'm going to get the configuration settings, authenticate the form training client before training the model. Now, having trained the model, you're going to get a model URI, a model ID, which will then be used in the test model folder, which I'm going to show you right now. Similarly, the environment variables also apply here, where we have the endpoints, the keys, and the model ID you get from the first part of the demo session. With that done, I go to come to the test model.py file, and then you can then get the configuration settings all over again, create a client using the endpoints and keys. Then you have to communicate to get the model ID from the trained model. When that's done, you test the model with the new form. Now, there's a JPEG file, a simple picture file that's on the document, that's in the repository rather, and it's a simple purchase order such that you could get the necessary quantity, details, unit prices, and totals. Thank you very much. I reckon that I'm done with my slide now. Oh, that's it.
Thank you so much, Salim, a Gold Microsoft Land Student Ambassador. Actually, that title captures me because I'm also a Gold Student Ambassador. Thank you so much for your session. It was nice having you. And for all the participants, thank you for your consistent engagement in this session.
Thank you very much.
We will see that.